Are we live yet over
We
there?
are, yeah, we're live again. Go over here. Hello, guys. I know there was no notice on this, but we'll wait for a second. Pull up when I see what we have here. Okay. So, today, someone named Pink, who is desperate for views, whose channel's been around for years but doesn't have more than a few thousand subscribers, and who has had her share of issues in the past, but loves to attack everyone else. Right. But what about the being there situation, Pink? How did that go for you? You didn't like when people were calling you out on that, right? No, not at all. She also recoiled back into wherever it is that she's living when BBT went at her and Natasha Cooper, because she knows a fight with either one of them is going to be dirty, and they have too much on her and they're going to spread it. BBT already said that Pink doesn't work and she lost her license. Oh, wait. No, she said, she didn't name Pink's name, but you knew she was talking about her, said, oh, what is that? While you're not working, you lost your license? While she was on a rant about Pink. And then Natasha said, I don't think BBT works. She's home all day. She doesn't work. That was Natasha that said that. But Pink and BBT had a fight because Pink, there was a fight once before when she said, oh, no, I was wrong. No, I was right. They got back together again. And then Pink got pissed off again because the assistant didn't give her a link. So she started up her own live. She's never invited BBT on the panel on her own live. She told her to knock it off and stop playing music before her lives. You're late already. And sat there with Nancy M., who was ripping BBT apart while BBT was live, and Pink never called BBT to defend herself, nor did she defend her. So that was the end of that. But then Natasha didn't like Pink, and so she told BBT, you know, she's bad news. But then a couple of days later, BBT fell out with Natasha because, among other things, Natasha didn't think she stood up for her when she said something happened to her daughter. She didn't think that she stood up for her when she allowed someone in the chat that made parodies about Natasha. And also that BBT sold Gentleman Jack a guitar and Natasha's daughter a camera and never sent them, even though they paid the money, allegedly, according to them. So you had all of this infighting. Now, Natasha went there and took each of them to task, but they really didn't go back, except BBT made some lame comment, where's the 30,000 to River Rat in the comments. But the reason Pink and BBT didn't go back at Natasha Cooper is very evident. It's because Natasha Cooper plays dirty. They know she will bring up things that I know about BBT that I have sat on for almost 4 years and not brought them publicly to this forum. Okay? If they go after Natasha, they know that she would bring all of that out, all of it. All of Pink's garbage, all of BBT's garbage, they bring it all, she'd bring it all front and center. But they feel, no, Carolyn's not going to do that, because Carolyn's either going to ignore us, and no more, because you guys are ridiculous. So now I'll respond to what I want, when I want. And the second thing is, Carolyn's not going to play dirty with us. Well, that's true in a way, because I have enough facts. I really don't need to bring up things. But if and when I do feel the need that I need to bring up things that are true, they are factual, okay, I will bring them out. Yeah, but they won't play this with Natasha Cooper. So then they went right back on me because they needed views. And so this is what it is. Now, Pink was so desperate for views about, a week or so ago, that she went into Frilly Farmhouse's community posts to find a post that Frilly Farmhouse made over a month ago that related to what she was saying about me, and decided to respond to that over a month later. But then just said, oh, it just popped up now. No, it didn't, Pink. You went there looking for something because you have no content on your own that gets views, and so you needed to speak about me again. But she felt the need to speak about me again tonight, even though she wasn't mentioned, right? Even though none of this concerns her, none of anything concerned her, right? But because she's desperate for views, she had to find something. So she comes out as if out of the goodness of her heart, she's going to take up for her pal, who's unpal, BBT. And this is what she writes, Mommy Ramblings blog. Do you feel good about yourself using victims of a crime, putting my channel in there, tagging me? And didn't you say that was targeted harassment when Frilly Farmhouse did that to you one time, yet you tagged me multiple times? So let's see. She doesn't even know who Tim Jones is, I guarantee you. And it's funny how they're using Amber, Tim Jones, all of this, right? Now they're using all of this because they're so damn desperate for views. And besties. So she says, Mommy, do you feel good about yourself using victims of a crime, Timothy Jones murder case? Now, why would she put Timothy Jones, okay, his name there? That just shows me she doesn't even know who the victims are. And use that content purposefully to publicly go after a person you refer to as an idiot. No. You know what, Pink? That's not what happened at all. And maybe if you knew the facts, you'd understand. But I know you don't want to learn the facts. It's better to give you some content by trying to make it think that I did something wrong. The reason Amber Jones, and do you know who Amber Jones is? Probably not. Did she go to your channel? She did not. Okay, anyway, the reason Amber was brought up, she was brought up because it was part of the things that BBT did before she left me those death threats. She upset Amber Jones. BBT Boston upset Amber Jones, not me, okay? And it was in her emails that we were reading, because those are facts, Pink. Nobody orchestrated to bring that up, okay? Because their writing skills aren't acceptable to you. No, that wasn't the reason she was brought up either. But as we were going through the emails and rereading them, it was impossible for people to even understand. And I wanted to make sure that people knew that these were the actual words. And one of BBT's biggest things was, why didn't I read her emails? This was one of the reasons, Pink. It's relevant. It's relevancy. Do you ever stop to think any person who you choose to publicly attack? No. I'm not the one that publicly attacks people. You all are. You all are the ones that, for going on 4 years, have not stopped publicly attacking me. But you don't like it when anybody calls attention to it, asks for it to stop, points out what you're doing. You think you're fooling everyone over their writing skills or lack thereof. Oh, really? Okay. And they just may have dysgraphia. Don't know what dysgraphia is? Look it up. She doesn't have dysgraphia because she writes perfectly when she wants to. That's not what this is. Don't tell me what to do, Pink, because I'm not doing what you tell me to do. You're not the boss of me, and I know you love it when I say that. I'm not mentioning anyone in particular. You're a liar. You are so mentioning someone in particular. There was only one person's emails that we read. And since you're mentioning me, one person in particular, the person whose emails were in question were BBT Boston. So there you are again, subtly attacking her, right? While trying to look a hero? Yes. And you just think Boston is too stupid to see through it, right? Good. But where are your verbal communication skills? They're right here, babe. Right here. Do you know that going after anyone? No, I didn't go after anyone. I'm the one being attacked, Pink. All you have to do is look at your channels and see how many videos you have about me where you make thumbnails and you disfigure my face, or you call me names, you make parodies of me and my husband. No, you're the one publicly attacking me, okay? Nobody's publicly attacking you guys. We're asking for it to stop. So keep lying, because that's exactly what your gaslighting is, right? Trying to make what you're doing something else. Going after anyone with a disability is not only a violation of terms of service, but it's classified as a disability hate crime. So then all of you, including your Held to the No channel friends, are really deeply in deep shite, aren't they? Because Held to the No is making fun of all of those things, right? But that's okay. That's gone over your head, right there, Pink? It's gone over your head. It's gone over everybody's head, you think. How stupid do you think people are, Pink? How stupid do you think people are? The only people applauding you here are your own evil-minded friends, and they're using alts as well as their real screen names. One's more vile than the next. Think before you open your mouth with anyone you go after. Okay. Think before you open your mouth with anyone you go after. Think before you open your mouth with anyone you go after. So I am supposed to think. I don't go after anyone, so there would be no one in that space. But I'm supposed to be with another person thinking, right? That doesn't even make sense, Pink. Okay? If I send you an email and my sentence structure is not, if not correct, if I send you an email and my sentence structure, if not correct, well, you don't have to send me an email. It's right there. Would you call me an idiot? Or would you privately ask me to explain my email because you can't understand it fully? You know what? I dealt with her emails. For weeks. If you'd listened, Pink, you'd hear that I told her I could not understand her emails. If you listened to my responses last night, I said I couldn't understand her emails. I never announced that publicly. I told her they were too long. I told her they gave me anxiety. Yes, this was all addressed privately, Pink. All addressed privately. Now, after being attacked for almost 4 years publicly, now I'm going to show everybody what I've been dealing with, what I dealt with. Would you ever stop to think that I may have a learning disability? Don't you remember how smart she says she is, Pink? She's extremely smart. Remember that? She has a master's degree that took her 7 years. She's smarter than anyone, she says. She knows all of this, Pink. She doesn't go around saying she has a learning disability. Open your eyes and your ears, Pink. You, MRB, have the biggest disability around, that of ignorance. Well, if that's true, then you shouldn't be doing this to me, should you? By your own words. You see? What is yours? Furthermore, nobody should be sharing emails or text messages in public, period. Oh, have you told your best friend Bitey Cat that? Have you told your best friend Muppets that? Oh yeah, Muppets is the biggest text sharer, and that's why, ironically, Moo doesn't like her. But she pretends that she likes her, but that's not the text she sends to other people that says don't trust Muppets. She's the one that shared all of MRB's messages and gave them to Nana Patty. Once like that, you're always like that. And I'm paraphrasing, but it said, she's not going to change her spots. Don't trust her. Yeah, but they all pretend to like each other, thinking they're fooling each other. And you know what? They are. But they're also the biggest sharers of texts, including Nana Patty. Aren't these all your friends? Are they not all your friends? Oh, I thought they were. And Moo, Bitey Cat, not put all of Scooter's texts in a video. I didn't see you over there saying anything. I guess you don't really feel about that in a universal way, right? Just only if it suits you to mention it. Interesting, very interesting. All you're doing is showing the flagrant person you are truly all you're doing is showing the flagrant person you truly are, and that you are never to be trusted. That's exactly what Moo was doing. Moo, Bitey Cat, I agree with you. Nana Patty, Muppets, all of them that shared their texts. I believe that. Moo putting them in videos, exactly. Never to be trusted, exactly. Don't think for 1 minute if any Rambler leaves MRB, she will share your private message. Don't think for 1 minute. Now, did you read that? Don't think for 1 minute if any Rambler leaves MRB. So don't think that. That's what you're saying, Pink. Don't ever think that I would share your private messages. And I don't share people's private messages. You know what, Pink? What this with BBT is almost 4 years. Almost 4 years, and she won't stop. She wants this proof. She has asked for this proof over and over again. So I showed the proof, and I will show the proof. Okay? That's me showing the proof. That's not how many people have left. Show me where. Show me. Show me where I'm sharing all their stuff. You're so wrong, it's not even funny. Okay? Moo? Bitey? Oh, you bet your buttons I did. Again, she was attacking viciously. She was attacking and she was showing my messages, and I then had a right to defend myself and show the proof. You're right. People like that, they've already set that in motion. Okay? I didn't show you 10th angels messages with me. I haven't shown you other people that have left their messages with me. So just, you know what? Why don't you find out what you're talking about before you go and write things, making yourself look like a moron. MRB, the good Catholic, once again has proved herself well this evening. Do you know how much stuff I have on BBT, Pink? Do you know I have the biggest, what you call, truth bombs that I could drop here, that I have sat on for almost 4 years, that none of you would have sat on? Not one of you would have sat on what I have. Not one. So don't tell me about my character, Pink. Don't you dare. MRB, the good Catholic, once again has proved herself well this evening. She's never to be trusted. Because you say so? Oh boy, because you say so. You're trying to brainwash people? You're only brainwashing your own idiots. Because nobody that has a brain would believe that. Bravo, MRB. Thank you, Pink. And then she sets that off by putting that picture up. You know what? That's okay, right? That kind of stuff is okay, isn't it? Yeah. Let's go see over here now. This was extremely interesting because some very special. Oh, there's Bitey. Oh, Bitey, you're so sweet. Thanks so much, Pink. MRB's arrogance knows no... Who the hell are you kidding, Moo? Who the hell are you kidding? Seriously, Moo? Seriously? You also say you walk 3 miles a day, right? 3 miles a day. Moo, who are you lying to is what I want to know. Because we've been with you when you've walked around your house. Stop it. Stop lying about things that people can see with their own eyes. You are vile, nasty, disgusting. You don't care about anybody. You're a manipulative biatch to the 10th degree. Your own videos have spoken for themselves. You are nothing that you pretended to be. No sweet, cuddly grandma who should be with her daughter and her kids, but I understand why you're not. I understand. Okay? And I wouldn't want my kids around that vile, nasty stuff any day of the week. That I understand. And I think it's good for them that they're not around that crap. No one who carelessly and revenge spews. You're talking about yourself, Moo. You know that. And you remember, or you don't, that Lisa D didn't even want you to put out the stuff you did, and neither did others in that group, and you did it, and they can't control you. Remember that? They told you not to do it, and they say behind your back they can't control you. Okay? And that you're a liability? Yeah. And what is it that you think about Deb on the move, or Deb done move now? What is it that you say about her? Huh? What is it that you've said about her behind her back? When she was friends with Alma? Aw. Really? You don't remember? What'd you say about her? Really, really vile something, right? Regarding her personal life? Yeah. Yeah, tell them how you really feel. No, and J May, boy, yeah, what they say. Okay, and Lily Bell came out. Lily Bell, you want us to all go there, go back to what you did with the Rambler mailing list? Should we go to that one to all the people that don't know? And then this one. Look at this here. It's no coincidence that MRB chose today, November 27th. Well, actually, darling, I didn't go after her on November 27th. I actually went after her. I didn't go after her. I brought the truth out. It was, what was it? Wasn't it the 25th, darling? So this makes no sense over here. And second of all, you know what? It's funny that you know that date, isn't it? You say that it was the 60 days from my CPS investigation, but you said, wait, you said it was fake. You said it wasn't real. Didn't you say that? You said it wasn't real and that I made it up? Isn't that what you said? But now it's real. Why is it real? Did you call it in? And you know what? You say that it's 60 days, and listen to what she says, that I'm teetering on the edge of my seat because they're making this decision. That's what she says, that I'm teetering on the edge of my seat because they're going to make this monumental decision that's going to change my life. Oh, you mean the one that says they're unfounded, like the other one? Because that's the decision they've made, and they didn't make it today or yesterday or tomorrow. That's been made. Do you understand that it's 60 days, but they already make their decision? They made their decision the first time they saw me, especially with the case that was just closed as unfounded. How stupid are you? I'm teetering on the edge of my seat. And let me just get this one. It doesn't even make sense what you're saying. Let's say, I'm so scared. First, you're saying here that I waited until the 27th because the case was over. Okay? Nothing I did affects anything about any kind of investigation or anything with my kids. Me telling the truth about how someone has left me death threats? Really, how can you be so, oh boy, ignorant, absolutely, entirely devoid of any intelligence, because that's exactly what you are. You are totally ignorant. You are ignorant, an ignoramus, an imbecile. You make no sense. You're senseless, devoid of sense, empty between the ears. And how you're parading around pretending to analyze behavior. Anybody that reads that, are you nuts? Are you nuts? This is not the first time in 60 days that I've brought the truth, but you're trying to mislead people that it is. I went and talked about this and brought those papers forth in those 60 days that you're telling me, in those 60 days. But you're such an Einstein. We'll have to go read your blog because you're such a freaking Einstein. Oh boy, I hope you didn't quit your day job. Oh, and hell to the no, we all know who you are. Not so big and tough, are ya? No. Would you buy at the auction? I thought you didn't like vintage things. You made so much fun of them, but you're buying junk, huh? Junk. Good. Enjoy your junk, hell. All right. So yeah. That is what we have now. I want to look at the chat. If I'm going to keep saying that, saying what, Rambling? What are you talking about? What am I saying? I'm explaining everything. They don't like my explanations. Hi, Jeanette. V Pink is a very vile, nasty person that didn't get any views. She's someone that's accused of scamming a terminally ill woman out of thousands of dollars by giving her some hard luck story, allegedly, as I understand this. And then I believe she used the money to go to Hawaii instead. I didn't follow her drama, but it's plenty of it is out there. You can go and see that. Her name was being there. So, yeah. And then she ended up, at one time, she was friends with the St. Jude scammers that are on YouTube. It says here, the St. Jude scammers are Diane, and Wendy was with her at that time, along with Randy's Life. They all did a show together, and they used to run something across that said 100% of their super chats would be donated to St. Jude. Now, if you're an intelligent person, why do you want YouTube to take 30% and then give the 70% to St. Jude when anybody can clearly donate 100% to St. Jude themselves and know that it goes to St. Jude, right? Right. There had to be a reason. You see here in the chat I run, it says donate directly to St. Jude. It doesn't go to Google, through me, through Google, then I make a donation. No. That would cut 30% out, and then you're at the liberty of that creator to be honest and put all that money to St. Jude. And so many people sat there and believed it. And I think the going thing was to say this, because Molly Golightly used to say the same thing too, that people will give more if they think it's going to St. Jude. Now, who can lie about giving money to kids with cancer? Nobody with a good heart, right? But she did this for years, that channel. And then, you know what? Guess what? It didn't go to St. Jude's 100% like that at all. And then she came and said, it's my money. I can do what I want. Well, not clearly when you're saying to everyone that that's fraud, right? 100% of what you donate is going to St. Jude, but it's not really true. And now they try to all scamper away, Wendy and Randy and Diane, and get away from that, right? Right. So, yeah. They then, before that big scam came out, they at one time went after Pink. So did Laura Perplexed, went after her. And then she hid from YouTube because she's not as big and tough as she says she is. She won't go against Natasha Cooper. She backed away from Laura. She backed away from Diane. She would even make lives and she'd have to delete them immediately. Well, she hooked up with BBT, but they fell out, but then they got back together, then they fell out again. This is the story. This is what happens in this drama-laden community, not our community. And then now they think I'm a safe person to attack because Carolyn will mostly ignore them, and we can use her name, and we can tag her, and we can finally get views for ourselves. And so this goes on with this BBT person going on 4 years. And it's disgusting. Then BBT says she's collecting money for a lawyer, but then shows her screen, and her assistant, which is her friend, says, oh my gosh, stop saying what you're going to buy with the money. You're supposed to be collecting it with a lawyer, because they're all the same, you know. Say it's for the lawyer. Well, if it was really for the lawyer, put it in a crowd, what is the, not a crowdfunding, what is the legal one? It's a justice fund. You have your crowd justice. You have your case. You have your lawyer. The money goes directly to a lawyer. But no, they don't do things on the up and up, okay? So they love saying they need money for security. They need money for a lawyer. They never have transparency in what's going on. There's no lawyer. What is she... Do you understand? There's nothing that they can sue me for, yet I can them. That, you know, go for it. Go for it. I heard Jules of Thought saying I was served weeks ago. Wasn't I, Jules? You heard, you knew for sure. I was served weeks ago. Where is that? Where was I served? I wasn't served. I wasn't served. I wish you would serve me. I wish you would. I wish you would. But no lawyer's going to take. You have no case. You have a 0 case because I'm the one being attacked. You're the ones playing the dirty games. So they go on and they do all these scams, right? It's just like they watch what works for one. Oh, look, she got such and such because of the legal thing. Well, now I'm going to say I'm getting death threats. I'm getting this. Never show them. Never show them. Never have proof. They say I called their jobs, tried to get them fired. Not one shred of proof. Not one. Not one. In almost 4 years. But this is the kind of stuff they do to me, right? This is what they do. It's okay what they do to my kids. They dox my daughter, where she works, where she lives. They have Ethan and Luke up there on that Hell to the No channel that Bitey Cat is behind, that all those people are behind, and then Pink makes that stupid post, and they all go there, okay, and say, oh, that was so happy you're standing up for what is right. They don't even know what is right. They are on the furthest side of right that anybody could be, okay? They don't even come into the right. You're so far wrong that it's not even funny. And the only people you're fooling, are the people that want to believe your lies because they're the same as you. You're not fooling anyone that has a brain in their head. You're not fooling anybody. You're fooling only the people that want to believe you because they're as evil and nasty as you. Okay? How many gifted creators to go to fancy places? Yeah, to harass people. Exactly. It's exactly. And they will go on there and they will say they're doing this in the name of justice for this and that and the other thing. Okay. Yeah. It's sickening. But to act like a righteous person when all they're doing is attacking people, attacking people's heights, attacking people's health, attacking disabled people. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay when you do it, right, Pink? It's okay. Go take a look at your videos, Pink. You're living in a fantasy world. You live in a fantasy world. You all do. And the thing is, you're all so damn scared. You're so scared. You won't go after Natasha Cooper. None of you will, because you're damn scared to. Because you know what she'll do. Right? Yes. Can't play that, right? You don't want somebody to play dirty with you. Moo cries and gets in a fetal position and cries when somebody goes after her. She's the most vile, nasty person, but if you say boo to her, she cries and cowers in a corner. And she's almost died. And they took her fun away. Meanwhile, she's the nastiest snake you'll ever see, a viper. But just like the bully, punch him in the nose and she goes running around and she's a victim. Pink has stayed away because she's scared to death of BBT and Natasha Cooper. She came back out of hiding to post that post to try to get back in there and get some traction, and then the other snakes came right in there. The other snakes came right on in to join in. Oh, good, Sonny. Is it? Oh, you should have left that. You should have left that. Let Sonny. Sonny, the best is yet to come. Okay. You going legal? Good. Let's see you go legal. What are you going to go legal on, Sonny? What are you going to go legal on? What are you going to go legal on? Have you looked at your channels, Sonny? Have you looked at your freaking channels? You're so scared you come up here in an alt. You can't come up here in a real name, huh? You can't call in on the panel, but you're going to go to court? You're a freaking coward. You're cowards. You are absolute cowards, and you're all delusional. Delusional cowards. Absolute cowards. Call in. Call in and tell me. Yeah. I'll keep waiting. I'll keep waiting. I'll keep waiting, Sonny. I'll keep waiting. That's your prerogative not to give any money, Amy. If you don't want to give money to someone, don't give it to them. We're talking about fraud. When you take money for something that you say and it's not, like St. Jude. Which, if they had a brain in their head, they'd think, why do I have to give Diane, Wendy, and Randy money for St. Jude and be at their mercy and have that money be used for refrigerators and gifts and stuff like that that was given to these people instead of to St. Jude after 30% was taken out by YouTube, when I can just donate 100% to St. Jude? That should not be really a difficult question, right? And Sonny, come on, I'm waiting for you to ask for the number. Let's go. Let's talk, Sonny. Or are you too scared? You have to ask your mommy? Have to ask mommy? Or maybe you'll talk too loudly and you'll wake up your parents? Oh, thank you, Lark. Supporting you, Carolyn, on the channel as always. Thank you, Lark. Sonny, maybe you could go out in the garage. Maybe you could sneak upstairs and go out into the garage and talk, and mommy won't hear you. Because you're up way past your bedtime anyway, Sonny. Up way past your bedtime. You keep getting timed out, Ashley says. I don't know. I don't know what you're saying. I don't see anybody getting you timed out. Thank you, Annie B. Appreciate that. I'm trying to look. I don't see you. I don't even see any comments from you, Ashley. So you may be writing something and not, I don't know, I don't see anything. Not at all. Oh, okay. So Mimi says, when you were following another channel, when Laura was covering Making a Murder, Pink went by Hawaii, not Pink or Pink Lady Luck. No clue why she changed it. Oh, she just changed her name again because she thinks like it won't be lumped into, I guess, that whole being there scamming thing, probably, in my opinion. It's just my opinion. I don't know. Maybe my opinion. Okay, so Julie says, yes, I was under my name, Ashley. Okay.
There was a message that was timed out by Lark E. It was at Amy, and she was timed out by Lark, and then she came in as Ashley.
But there's also a Julie that said she was Ashley.
I have no idea. That's
Hi,
what she
Julie
said. She
W.
was Amy T. That's all I know. And Deborah said that it was an accident.
Oh, okay, because there's also Julie says, "Why was I timed out? I'm like listening, not to cause drama." I'm sorry, Julie, Amy, Ashley. You have 3 different names. Were you also Julie? I don't know.
The comment was, "I give money to no one," and it
Right, I
was
saw that, and I said
that
that's
was
her
the comment that
prerogative.
was deleted.
Okay, Ashley, let me know because I see 3 different names for you. Okay, so yeah, but yeah, Pink's had. I mean, I'm sure the videos are still out there. As far as I know, I believe Two Scooter told me she went and saw those with being there, or was it Two Scooter? And it was also somebody else that told me. They had told me recently that they went there and they saw all this stuff with being there. Could have been Carol Lucy maybe back in the day. Yeah. I only have one name and would be so confused. Yeah, it's confusing, right? You have to do something like that. It's hard. But those of you that, I mean, have been around, you know about the scandals that all these people have that are now, and what Pink's been doing before she got scared by Natasha and BBT has been nothing but making video after video on me, attacking me on every attribute, every physical thing, every emotional thing, even my grieving, everything. But then now needed something to come out of hiding and post that and try to seem righteous. And really, Pink, really, take a look at your channel. BBT, take a look at your channel. No lawyer is going to say you have a case. No, I'm not going to bed. Don't you worry. CPS coming again? No. No, they're not. No, they're not, Bob. No, they're not. I guess you didn't find out that it was unfounded, right? Right from the get-go. 2 in a row. Go ahead. Do another one. They're not going to find anything here, Bob. Nothing. Keep it up. I can stay up as late as I want. My kids are well taken care of. Well taken care of. They excel in school, in sports. They live with a great roof over their head, in a great place. Worry about your own kids, Bob, if you have them. Go ahead. Where's all the people that want to ask me a question? Scared? Scared? Thought you weren't scared. Call in for a link. Or should I just go and read some more emails? Guess you're a little bit scared. Well, I'll go read some emails, and then if anybody wants to take a link, someone will contact me. But we'll go back to the emails I left out where we were. So I'll get right back into that. Oh my gosh. Chatty Cathy. Oh, I didn't know. I would have gladly given you a link, Chatty Texas Girl, to come on and sell the cards. Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me... Next time, tell me in the chat. Okay. Sorry about that. Next time, anytime. Hey, Chick Tracy. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that very much. Okay, let's go and to our email. Whoops. Oops, that was the part I needed. Okay. So we were at the part when she was sending me the 3-parters and then please read sooner than later. And let's see. Then she sent me, okay, this was afterwards, okay? This was after her threat, 7 days later. This was on June 10th, 2019. She sent me a Google Drive file and said, just taking out the trash. I have 386 more, so feel free to continue with your fantasy land. Never been involved in Mean Girls Club. You are certainly the victim here, no doubt. However, the best will be the many people you tear apart, ridicule, mock, and make fun of your own subs. Let's see, Jenna, wait, BBT, don't I have you on a voice clip saying that you and Debbie, yeah, you said her name, Debbie, and then looked her up for hours and that it was illegal you said I could get in a lot of trouble. I could go to jail for how I looked her up. Remember that? What you said? And then on the phone you mentioned a police officer to me, right? But you told me that you could go to jail for how you looked her up with Debbie. Remember? I have the voice clip. And wasn't it you that was all over Jenna? It was, with Yamil, who was scared to death of Jenna, right? D. Clue Girl? Yeah. Nope. I was the one that admired D. Clue Girl, right? Had her on show, was nice to her and everything. No, I was the one that was played by D. Clue Girl. And she left your arse too, right? Right away after this. I almost missed, even ridiculed Scott. Oh, she's talking about Scott Reich. Yeah, I almost ridiculed him? No. What I said was he was going to Nicole Kessinger's apartment after the fact that everybody knew that was her old apartment and acting like it was new news. That's not ridiculing someone. That's making an observation of someone's content. Do you honestly think I'm not told about each and every godly-like behavior where you let the trash pickers hear my voicemails, read my email and text? Okay, your voicemails? You mean your death threats? Your death threats? Yeah. Okay, call them what they are. At no time have you managed to show where I viciously threatened your kids, and of course you feel threatening to viciously murder their parents threatens my kids. And I've shown that both in voice texts and emails. And of course you feel free to send that back to me, but you won't because you don't have it. I've shown it multiple times. And if you did, please send it back again. He won't, you don't have it. I think you mean you. I can't wait to determine how it is you consider yourself so innocent, and yet look what you put in an email to people I don't even know. What she's talking about is the email that I had to send to the moderators Because when she left me those death threats and when I called her, yes, to see if we could de-escalate the situation and diffuse her and then break it off in an amicable way that we would never ever speak again, but that it wouldn't be the way she did and she would retract her death threats, etc., and all that. We gave her the chance to do that, and she couldn't do that. As anybody will know, and has her own people who have left her have seen, you cannot tell her something that she in her head believes is not true. It doesn't matter. She's a narcissist. She will not believe it. So then, yes, my inner team of mods, who at the time I didn't know, 2 of them you brought in were your personal friends, right? Yes, they were sent a very confidential email for the best interest of the channel that let them know what you did about threatening me and that you might come in there with guns blazing, which I said, and to be on the alert for it. And I said that I tried to de-escalate things with you, but you were just screaming at the top of your voice and there was no speaking with you. So you say that that's who got the emails. And if they hadn't been your friends, nobody would have ever shown that to you, and those emails would have never surfaced anywhere. But you were the one. You were the one that was underhanded. And does Christina know all the things you said about her? Does Christina know what you said about her weight and what she really looks like? And that you pretended that she wasn't your friend, and that you told her, Christina, if you want to talk to me, you've got to show me your picture and your driver's license. And does she know where you said that she was going? Which is not something I don't think most people would like out there, and what you said about her. I doubt Christina knows any of that. That's how your friends talk about you, Christina. That's how BBT talks about you, just so you know. I kept it between you and I. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. And you are continuing to bring down your trash crap. Tell people how awesome you are. No, I don't sit there and tell people how awesome I am. It's so fascinating. We let your buddies determine, okay? Actually, given your significant confidence, why don't we simply both put it out there? Why is it you determine what I know, what it is that's a stupid question by me? If you're so confident and willing, let's do it. Like I said, you won't even send me back my own alleged threats. I've shown you all of them. And everything else you lied about my guy, tried to get your channel down. Ha ha. To which there was no response from me to her at all. It was completely ignoring it. Why? You're too scared to even come up here. Come on up, take a link. So what you said now, that was the Google Drive. And then let's not forget, you went right away. You said, see, this is where you know that she's a liar. She just said she doesn't go and say things to other people. She doesn't share things with other people, right? She went right to Casbat. Right to Casbat, June 22nd. She sent her an email on June 21st, which was forwarded to me. And this was an email to Casbat. And listen how she doesn't say things, right? Hey, I figured I'd come directly to you since I guess that's the I message in the most passive-aggressive way, which ever is ironic. I clearly have done something to you, and I was hoping that you would at least have come to me, and I'm going to at least come to you because I value your friendship more than you that much. Why else would I do it? I'm reading word for word. I'm also not stupid. See, Pink? She doesn't say she has a disability. You think because I know exactly what's being said. I know exactly who is being said to, and I know what is being listened to. I know that every one of my voicemails been heard, all my text messages, but 2 can play that game, and I'm putting it together now. I'm sick and tired of it. You think that I don't have anything heroin. You are sadly mistaken. I have 400 messages on every YouTube with a raise, and I don't want to do when I'm going to do right now. It's not a threat, so don't get excited, but feel free to tell her she knows she's very well in her words, not mine. I want to quit. She stands behind them. That's exactly what she can do. I've been the bigger person, and you haven't seen anything yet. Nothing. I've done nothing but hurt all the crap she said. Read the crap. Get off YouTube with it. Come on. I'm just disappointed in you, in us. I go and say hi in iLive. You don't even respond. And come on, this is crappy. What do I do to you? I have 400 voicemails. 100. You aren't exempt. Another threat. I haven't said anything, right? You didn't even get the letter originally. Why should it be like that? It's disgusting. I'm sorry. There's nothing in the world that I could have said or done to justify that. Nothing. It is so that I guess what I'm about to do will be so bad it should be expected, but that's how we can play. You really think that Christina and all the rest I don't even know? Just listen to what I have to say. Of course, that's got to be a bigger reason, don't you think? I know what you heard. I know you heard. You don't know what I heard until now. I didn't tell anyone I heard what she said. She told everyone what she heard. I held off. I didn't stoop. I'm done. I don't have a channel. I can shut my shite down today and you'll never hear from me again. So be it. Have I said a word publicly at all? No, I haven't. That's the best part, so I don't know how you guys are all there. Being passive aggressive, I mean you want people to come and ask you guys when I see you guys because you're a little disappointing. If that's what you want to attach yourself with, go right ahead. Then ask yourself why she lost all these friends. Give me a break. Why do you and her and she did exactly what she's accusing me of? It's not funny, weird, hurt me the most. Say hi in your life twice and you just ignore me. I mean, come on. What we 5, I said hello, yeah, I'm a biatch, and that proves it. Well, like I said, it's unfortunate. I do miss you. I thought you were the greatest person. I still do. Take your I miss you. And then she sent her another email. And this was her reaction to finding out she's blocked, the person said that was forwarding this. She thought I was ignoring her. I just knew she was waiting for me to go live. Oh well, LOL. Here's what she says. Let's see. Oh, that was, let me see, by the way, another 2 weeks. Oh, that was her reaction. That was her reaction. That's what she's telling me. But I told her, by the way, another of the mods hounded Christina for 2 weeks to give her any reason for what happened. The number of sound clips she keeps saying goes up. I believe it was 365 when she started. Then it was 400. Then it went to 465. Then it went to 500. So this is what I said back. WTF, I can't even understand that. She has nothing. I never even sent her anything close to 400 voice messages, and I have listened to every single one of them. I stand behind every message. Believe me, there is nothing about you at all or anything that was saying anything she said, regardless. Snoop, who was not even a blip on my radar for being made a mod, we had no communication but one time when she sent me a screenshot of a troll. By the way, another of the mods hounded Christina for 2 weeks to give her any reason for what happened. See, they were both her personal friends. And Snoop, do you even know what she said about you? And advances and stuff you made her way? Christina could only mention the stupid Botox thing that I supposedly said. I never said that, but she claims that BBT told her. She has proof. What they told Christina is they said something like that Christina gets Botox injections for wrinkles, not for wrinkles, for migraines, and BBT told her that I said in a live, oh, you get them for migraines? Stop lying, you get them for wrinkles. Yeah. That's not me. I've never even seen what Christina looked like, never saw her face. So why would I say that? BBT is the one that had a lot to say about Christina's appearance. I never even saw a picture of Christina. But BBT knows how to say stuff. And they had to have something because they couldn't tell people that they were all friends, right? I never said that, but she claims that BBT told her she has proof, but is too busy to get it and send it because of this custody battle. Right. No time to show her friends proof, but time to make videos. The number of sound clips says she has on me keeps going up. Last time I believe it was 365. I love how she says she knows that I have shared every text, voicemail, etc. She is all-knowing. Anyway, I'm starting to really believe this was all a game. I listened to her voicemails again, and she started to change at the end of May. She said something really disturbing. It was, I don't know why you could not just let me do this with you. And that's in regard to all those emails yesterday. Meaning that she was my co-host and my go-between. She claimed everyone was emailing her to ask about me, and she was the glue holding the channel together. The lives in her sound bites of less than 60 seconds are baffling. Yamil doing what she did after all the warnings she gave me. As I look at the email she sent me when she flipped, it's so obvious it was written only to show them or make them believe something happened. Nothing did. And Jen was on video the last time we spoke to Yamil. The whole YouTube thing can suck, but you certainly find out who your friends are. I never saw her in your live. Was she there? I did have the kids to get to at the end, but did not see her up to that point. I just cannot understand why they're doing this. What possible reason would these people invest this time and energy into making up lies about me? Oh well, off to some cathartic power washing, but first coffee. And then I said, one of my other mods is kicking my arse in peony wars. We were having flower growing wars. Keep being you. I will keep being me. And then she said to me, you keep being you too. Have a lovely day. Only sharing this with you because I know the truth and wanted you to know what happened. She can say that she has this or that as much as she likes, but she doesn't have it. This was her reaction to finding out she's being blocked. She thought I was ignoring her. I just knew that she was waiting for me to go live. Oh well, LOL. Okay, then she wrote her another message on August 1st. And it was forwarded to me. And Casbet said, I haven't read this, just forwarded it to me. I am doing this one time, and it is not going to be for very long. I know for a fact you, F-U-C-K, both cut and made those effing phone calls. And if you want to continue on with the games, wait, know the crimes you are committing, with this being the very worst thing. Good luck. This is when she kept asking and asking for the phone clips. Casbat made a video with them. Then good luck. No, not a threat. But you think I don't have each and every word, clip, slowed down, cut, reattached. I know every clip and where you got it. And the worst one is the threat. I have the exact clip with a word, not yours, in the clip. Every single message I ever sent and every clip you pulled, some aren't even mine. You can feel free to expose this. You can mock me, you can ridicule me, and you can answer for this one way or another. I want this ridiculous over. But don't for a second forget how it started and with who against who. I will propose a solution for this. If not, fine with me, and if you decide no to answer by tomorrow, then I will be straightforward and go forward with the most horrible thing anyone can ever do. The most horrible thing anyone can ever do. Well, what is the most horrible thing anyone can ever do? Kill someone? What is it? I know and confirm not one time was there, I am saying too much, but it was absolutely confirmed. And we all know if that was a true statement, then the police, the 100 of times were called, would have it, and no doubt know about it. And you know the truth, the Jimmy Little clip, that was a great one, almost as good as a few other ones in which I had each and every voice text of mine transcribed. You will not make that like up. I would think hard, but not too long, and like I said, I will agree to come to some sort of solution and stop immediately, both of us, all of us. If you aren't willing, that is absolutely fine. And even me doing this, clearly a lot more than you, lives. The entire video was different speeds, cut sentences, word for the words before aren't, after aren't the same. You want to say I'm a liar, fine with me. But we both know if they were just as you played them, and if that effing comment was made, it wasn't. I have the exact clip, and we'll go to the ends of the earth, which won't take me much. Well, you know what I'll do for you? You don't have to go to the ends of the earth. You know what I'll do to you? I'll contact Truth Brigade, and I'll take my phone, and I'll make a video of my phone, and I'll play each and every voice clip of yours right off of my phone, right on the video, with no cuts, no edits. How's that? Then what are you going to say? I'll do that. You want to say I'm a liar? Fine with me, but we both know if they were just as you played them, and if that effing comment was made, it wasn't. I have the exact clip, and we'll go to the ends of the earth, which won't take much, especially since you allegedly have had that clip for 3 months. This is not even in the same category as me exposing your own words. These are my words, not in my sentences. And that treat was absolutely created. Again, consider this is a very genuine attempt to not go where this will go and why. I don't want to see the outcome. I really don't. But it will not reflect me at all. And I assure you, I have every word specific. Please don't call my bluff. It's not as if I'm asking for anything has from you. This will be so horrible and not for me, and you want to risk the embarrassment and the charges? Be my guest. Oh, nice. Lots of threats, huh? Okay. Quick. Forward. Hold on. Let me go back to now her other email. She has 3 different emails that she emails me with. So let me go back to the other one now. Just wait. Let me just put that in the chat. Let's go back to that one. So many to go through now to get back to the beginning. Thousands of anything relating to that. Okay, now we're getting back to the beginning. Up to August of 29. I'm going back all the way. July.
Like you're a time traveler, Carolyn, right?
Now we're in June now. Going back. Go back to. Okay. Do not have an email. Black rose. I noticed that. Please read. Okay. So she came on this one. Holla. Holla. Holla, holla. 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 Okay, so this wasn't a fun holiday. It's about kids. Okay, here is proof that she doesn't have any kind of disability about her writing. She said to me in the middle of stuff, starting next email, I have maybe a hit send impulse disorder. LOL. Or this one, actually. I will start proofreading with this one. LOL. So, no problems with a disability if you're so afraid. She doesn't have a disability on that. Okay, so here is something from a long time member of Mommy Ramblings on May 19th, 2019, and she's going through certain things for the channel. And she has a whole paragraph on BBT because BBT said what? Everybody loved her, right? In terms of BBT Boston, that you have brought into this conversation, she stated last night that she was a social worker. She's talking about a conversation that was on a video. Having such knowledge firsthand of what it takes to be a social worker, a minimum of a bachelor's degree for small-time positions and an MSW for a city such as Boston, I highly doubt that BBT Boston holds those certificates or certifications. It is often said that it's more difficult to obtain an MSW than it is to obtain a law degree. Her command and usage of the English language does not reflect such a high performance degree. Perhaps I'm wrong. I am not wrong, however, that I have witnessed written chat text from BBT Boston claiming to have bullied some call-in guests in defense of D. Clue Girl on his own channel. That was 2 days ago. This is absolutely against YouTube rules and reeks of something akin to harassment, stalking, and thug-like behavior. How horribly offensive is that? And if she is indeed a social worker using these terms, she needs retraining immediately. Oh, and this is also when D. Clue Girl used the R word, and this person was very upset with that and asked her to apologize, and D. Clue Girl would not apologize. And then BBT started to get in there, and that's what that was about. Okay, now here's another. This was someone who was a moderator saying this. So talking about Yamil. This was May 21st. This is before BBT left. Okay, so says, Carolyn, I've been watching the replay from last night's live, and I just have to say that I think it was so out of line what BBT did. It all started because Yamil felt triggered by the caller, and you joking while in conversation, though neither of you were disrespectful concerning the actual woman that was murdered. Yamil started commenting during the chat how she's a veteran and that it was offensive at how the conversation was going, cue to last night's live. And while BBT is on the call with you, she's messaging with Yamil in the chat that no one puts baby in a corner, and some other ridiculous comments back and forth, basically making it clear that she's attempting a smear campaign on the caller from the previous night. Yamil is commenting along with certain mods how much they love BBT for what she was doing, and numerous people were reading those comments and quickly realized it was an attack unleashed by BBT to get revenge on behalf of Yamil. Yeah, she was in cahoots with Yamil too, which we found out. Maybe the woman has 5 houses. Maybe the woman has 2 houses. But there is enough information to show that she's lives in and owns the house that the murder took place in. This was someone that called in, was talking about a murder of a young girl in the military that was murdered, and Yamil just started to go off on a tangent, okay? And then call the woman like a liar. Maybe they own rental properties, or maybe there was another person with the same name. I just think it was tacky for her to use your channel and your platform to attempt to humiliate someone because Yamil was offended. If you go back and read the chat last night, a lot of people were upset at what was playing out. And if anyone ever says anything negative in the chat about BBT, certain mods go on attack. Of course, the ones that are her personal friends. Which is why Cynthia left last night. She called out exactly what was taking place in the live. And Christina, oh, surprise, surprise, chased her right out. Christina thinks she's God in there for whatever reason, and she almost chased me out over a complete miscommunication and misunderstanding. It's getting ridiculous. The caller was trashed on your live last night, and she didn't deserve that. It was all done by BBT to make Yamil feel better. Seems petty and childish to me. And she dragged you and your channel into the game. Your channel won't fall apart because of trolls. It will self-destruct from the inside out if you allow that type of stuff to continue. You have to hold everyone accountable to the same standards. Unfortunately, the mods don't. BBT was only seeing what she wanted to see. Quick and simple research unearthed a plethora of legitimate information to support the caller's information. I just don't think BBT wanted to see it. I love your channel, Carolyn, but it's moving so far away from what a lot of us came for. I'm sure you got some similar emails in response to what happened, and to be honest, I really struggled with sending an email or not. But I figured if you didn't know the backstory, you may not have understood why so many fellow ramblers were upset by the whole thing. Hopefully you don't take offense to this email, but I felt it was really necessary to say something. Then that same night, when that woman was on, first Yamil sent me something that said, I'm so sorry you're dealing with the threatening email in addition to everyone else. That guy seriously needs prison time. I really hope so. She's going on about this. And then she said, with regard to the female caller, I would never ask you to remove her from your stream. I respect you too much, Carolyn, and I respect your channel and what you work so hard to create. She was simply an annoyance and someone to watch out for her. I don't think her intentions were good. She, too, rubbed me the wrong way and seemed to be there for the wrong reasons. There was nothing genuine about her. She thought this was her show and had every intention, like says the people that were truly manipulating this whole thing. Okay, and then, let's see, BBT says, How am I calling in? You are in lockdown. I'm just saying that I'm going to be sick. You're saving my ankles. I can have it to you tomorrow afternoon. My parents, this is when she's asking me for the money. And I have no idea how Super Chat works. I just throw that all in. Okay? She told me, gave me her PayPal address. She needed money again. Okay, here's another one that was on the show about this and said, I am listening to last night's chat on my PC at work while you and BBT were discussing 103 Meadow Trail, Jacksonville, North Carolina, and Bridget Harrison and I searched for the property records for Onslow County, North Carolina, and did find a record of Bridget Harrison at that address. Here's a link. I'm attaching a screenshot. I don't know why you listen to BBT. She has given inaccurate information about other things before. Don't let her take you on a wild goose chase. LOL. But everybody loved her, right? Oh my gosh, everybody loves her so much. They're all writing in. Here's another one. I don't want to be disrespectful to her in any way, but when you interact with BBT, it sounds like you're talking to Vinnie Barbarino. Not mean at all, just my observation. But everybody loves her. Everybody's calling in. Here's another one. Hi, Carolyn. So kind of you to reply back. I'm sorry about your family member. I realize you are trying to juggle so much to make your channel very pleasant and interesting. The pet night was extremely fun, and I felt like it really brought people together. On the flip side, I do feel there is a group of mean girls in the live chat on occasion. What happened to me last night, I would not classify them as trolls, as so many use that term so loosely. I got my feelings hurt because I kept being put in timeout, and I kept asking why. What did I do after they let me back in? Instead of explaining, they would just time me out again. I then went and typed everything I said before and asked what was wrong with that. What was wrong with what I did. Finally, Christina said I was being unkind, and I said caller was bad. What? I never said such a thing. Anyway, I left the chat and the channel for the night. I kept trying to think why they would think that. Here's what I came up with. I just jumped on and said, hello, everyone. Then someone asked, what is the topic? When I jumped on, you were getting prank calls and you were trying to silence them and do something about it. It was bad. So I told the person, can't remember her name, no topic yet. She is talking about bad calls. So I am guessing, without thinking about the context or the conversation or even the person's intentions, your mods timed me out. They thought I was talking about a caller, and there wasn't even a real caller on the line. The timing out went on until I just left and emailed you, so you can imagine how a person felt slighted with those actions from your mods. In addition, some person named something said in chat, Cynthia always says crazy things and she is strange. She told everyone I was a troll. Ouch. I tried to tell her I am not. I told Snoop, and they timed me out again. I can copy and paste if you don't believe me. I asked mods, why is that okay? They told me to be kind. I understand they're trying to protect the chat, but they're a little overzealous at times without hearing all sides. Finally, I keep hearing how BBT is refusing from her own admission. She refuses to go to the doctor or hospital, but yet everyone keeps trying to cajole her. I made a comment. If she refuses to get help, that's her choice. Let it go. So I got timed out for that. There was another chatter that agreed with me. I got tired of hearing about how sick she is. She refuses anyone's suggestion to go to the doctor. So to me, she's in need of attention. It gets tiresome, but I didn't say all that. I just said in chat what I said started at the beginning of this paragraph. I'm sorry this is so lengthy, but I started to feel part of a group. Then I get hateful things said to me and timed out. I do love to be part of it, but not when there are so many mean-spirited people in less than 15 minutes. I was attacked for my opinions without ever being disrespectful. That's my perspective anyway. Take care. Thank you for providing a sometimes fun forum that most people can feel a part of. So I'm missing all the emails that are just praising BBT. Oh, let's see what this says. Oh, and then, I forgot this one. Well, those Nazi calls I was getting, ironically, someone sent me screenshots that caller was commenting under BBT's channel videos, which she didn't even have videos. They were really old videos and one where she was just like, hello, hello, or whatever, so something. And they, of all people, went under there and commented under her videos. So she probably had a connection with those people as well. Oh my God. What she was telling me about? Amber? That's what somebody... Okay. Okay, and the thing that was sent to one on this the moderators that she said was so terrible was, again, June 2nd. Hate to bother you on a Sunday, but I woke up to some very troubling threats from BBT. I don't know what is going on with her, but she is acting extremely erratic. She apparently thought I accused her of being Sarah Cooter Smiles last night in Red Lotus. I said no such thing, and instead of asking me what I said, she assumed what I said and went off on me and left numerous death threats saying she plays real life, not in YouTube, and I'm dead. Jimmy better have his gun because I'm going to need it. I picked the wrong MFer to F with, and she was going to get me. She said game on and that this is real and is a threat and go call the FBI. I said it's police. I'm trying to paraphrase at the time. I'm shaken. Okay, so it's police. And let them know she threatened my life. She even mentioned my kids and family in these threats. I tried to call her and explain that I never thought she was Sarah Cooter, and if she had only understood the kind of voice Sarah had, there was no way I or anyone else would ever think it was her. She just would not listen and kept cursing at me. She is telling me she's going to destroy our channel and that everyone hates me anyway, and is emailing her how much they hate me. Then she is saying they all want her to start a channel, and that is why I am trying to ruin her. I'm jealous of her. And just wait, she's going to take my entire channel. She is going to be making lives all about me, etc. In the past week, she has borrowed $400 from me. She has given me one story after another about how all of this money was out of her bank account through a glitch, and that she had to send her kids to camp and would be sent to jail by her ex if she did not come up with the money. I lent her the deposit, and then she paid it back and asked to borrow it again 2 days later. She said that all of her friends have no money and tells me her parents are loaded, but she is not on good terms with her mom, and so she did not ask them. I don't think she's working anymore. I said, I don't know what it is. I think it might be drugs. I'm not sure. She has been totally erratic. I think based on her threats, I have to file a restraining order. But see, then you can't in New York, okay? It was scary today, and even Jimmy told me I need to do something. I tried to smooth it over and give her the benefit of the doubt by explaining it to her, and she wanted no part and told me to get ready because she is going for me. I just want you to be aware in case she comes in guns blazing tonight or uses one of her other aliases to do it. I know she has a lot of problems with her ex in custody, but then this is the thing that I've been sitting on for 4 freaking years. 4 years sitting on this, okay? She's got stuff. And then I said, I think she is taking something that's making her paranoid. I just want you guys to know and also let you know I appreciate all your help. And I do have something, and I am sending you all as soon as I can get it finished. Thank you again. That was sent to the moderators because they had a right to know what's going on in the channel. And a person that's scary like that, because when I called her, she was on the phone with me with her assistant in the background, screaming at the top of her lungs, all kinds of crap like I just put in that email. Okay, so this is on my birthday. She was emailing, texting Casbat and saying, I have all the proof, I have all the proof. Yeah. See, the Emil was talking to Snoop and Christina behind the scenes, and she was talking with Random Guy Jeff, and Random Guy Jeff sent me a bunch of their texts, which were very interesting, Emil. But they're all connected together, all of them. And she was supposedly a psychologist, and she was working with BBT and everything now, and was so private, but then came into our chat to say she had anaphylactic shock and that her neighbor saved her, and was so afraid that Jenna was going to look her up or something. I mean, it was just such a crazy thing. All of them involved together, and I'm sure Yamil is still here, just under an alternate name. Okay, here's somebody else that was very inside the channel about BBT. Said, I had no idea. Well, yes, I had no idea what happened with her, and I thought you both were still friends. This is just 7 days after. And maybe she was just sick. I choose not to be around drama either. I don't want anything to do with that and how this sounds. I noticed a lot of people were watching and joking one night on your channel, and she said, come on, people, watch my videos. And I commented, wow, that can't hurt. Let's all go see what BBT has to say. See, she's always out. This is the same thing that Natasha Cooper accused her of. again, thinking it was just a funny thing. And that was when she said, that was when she was always in your chat. She got about 10 people who went over. I felt really bad for that now. I never looked at it like that. I will definitely watch what I say to anyone moving forward. She made comments about someone not helping her with videos, and I started wondering if she had some sort of problems with her, if you had some sort of problems with her, and if Christina was tied into that. I emailed her, and that's when she did start asking me to call her because she had this skinny and needed to let me know. And that's when I started thinking there was a problem. You have to understand, only in the last week she was in your lives. Did I really start talking with her? Only here and there. She was never someone I talked to. When she said she had this skinny is when I started thinking there was a problem. So after that, she asked me to call her and included her number. I responded only once with a sort of lie and saying my sister is over to hang out and help me get baby stuff ready and clean. I said that as if I only said I was cleaning, then obviously I'd have room to talk. For some reason, I got the gut instinct to stay out of it. I'm terrified of what's going on with you now. That doesn't sound safe or okay. I don't like hearing that. Just goes to show you really need to be careful about the people you invite in. I believe you've got great intentions and can see a person's character even online when we all spend so much time together. I'm actually shocked by this, and I'm sorry. Also, if I would have known, I would have never watched her videos or commented on it. I just really thought, just stepping in, that she's just been ill. I don't know who she is, and I don't like that she wanted to just come in and tell me what's going on when we've never talked very much at all or outside of chat. To be honest, the only people I've grown close to outside of the chat room is Yamil. Okay, and Christina and I used to talk. It's hard for me to trust people, but I also believe I'm a good judge of character and I don't invite many in. There are many crazy people online. I won't get myself involved with BBT says. She was very quick to email me her number. I don't like that, knowing it was to give me dirt. Please have confidence that I don't want to be involved. I won't go around there anymore. I support you and I enjoy our channel and community you've created. I definitely love that. You can just trust me to be a mod for you. I hope because she was a new mod. I hope she drops what she's doing. That's really crazy. Is there anything I can do? Probably not. Just let me know if there is. Okay, here's another thing. From the same person that emailed me before. This is now June 16th. Carolyn, you know I've always had a bad feeling in my gut about BBT from day one. She's got a big head right off the bat because people in the chat were so obsessed with her for whatever reason. I never liked her. I've always felt that she was the source of your random prank calls. She's a fast talker in so many ways. She took incredible offense to me when I called her out for being wrong about the "We Got Our Guy" video. Oh yeah, she said something that was totally off in the Chris Watts thing, and then wanted to say, you're going to be like AD if you say this, but she was totally wrong with it. Totally wrong, and we all knew it. From that day on, she won't even respond to anything I said in the chat, and that's okay with me. I just tried to keep it friendly and respectful. I question the legitimacy of her degree and credentials because, once again, she says things that are contradictory. Christina took her job as a moderator to an extreme. She felt as though she was God in there, and so many people in that chat made her feel that way. Christina enjoyed the power a little too much, in my opinion. Christina attacked me in the chat one night because someone else, I'm not going to put their name, was tired and mistaking what everyone was saying, and she said she was going to bed. Christina assumes I in some way offended that person to make her want to leave the chat and go to bed, so she attacked me for everything I said from that point on. The chat was never the same for me after that. I'm not the only one either. Christina always let BBT say cuss words in the chat and never deleted her comments or put her in timeout. Christina instigated the entire fiasco when Anna called. We listened to that the other night. I couldn't even understand a word BBT said, and most times when she's on the phone, I tune out. The fat is literally trimming itself. I will tell you this, a lot of the people close to me have said I have an uncanny ability to see people for who they really are. I'm not easily fooled, and I was very skeptical of someone's intentions. I will tell you to be careful of this other one that also was not good. She is a liar. I've caught her in so many lies in chat. She is a big storyteller, and she's very loyal to Christina and Snoop. They are very close. I would almost be concerned about her motives for wanting to moderate or choosing to moderate for your channel. Not long ago, she was claiming to be a moderator for a couple of other channels. And then in a few days, she was asking Christina about being a moderator, questions that she would have known if she was already a moderator. As for Deep Clue Girl, I think she was the only genuine one of the bunch. It's sad that she's been sucked into this, but she's for some reason loyal to BBT and Christina. Not for long. She fell out with both of them. I've noticed that from the one time I looked at BBT's channel. Unfortunately, there are bound to be people wanting to ride on your coattails, people that didn't want to do the work themselves. Jealousy and envy and greed is the root of so much of this. I think you give people a lot of credit. You give the benefit of the doubt to people that don't deserve it, and I think you are easily taken advantage of. You wear your heart on your sleeve, and unfortunately that makes you an easy target. I have my concerns about a few others. I am firmly convinced that you have been taken advantage of by others, and you haven't figured it out yet, but I'm sure you will see it before long. Okay, and here's what I had said to her before that, because sometimes when I read my words, I remember things that happen. Hi to the person, thank you so much. This was the one before this email. I'm very saddened to say that my video on the lake had to do with that unfortunate situation. This BBT did me really dirty, and it looks like everything she did was a calculated and cunning move to get attention. She has Christina bamboozled into thinking I said things against her, but has no proof. And won't, because I never spoke disparagingly about Christina or anyone else. I don't know why Christina would continue to believe the lies, but she has. In the end, BBT is going to hurt her. See, I didn't know at this time. I didn't know Christina was BBT's good friend because of the way BBT spoke about her. Okay? BBT told me they lived in the same area, told me that she met her somewhere very undesirable or desirable, depending on what you want. And some really bad things. So I didn't think they were friends. She made it sound like they met on the channel and then they got together in real life. That's not what happened. No, did Snoop and other people. They were all together. Yamil. So I said, BBT is going to hurt her the same way she did me and all the others before me. She is someone who needs mental help, and that is not a dig, but the truth. I feel sick at what she is doing, but the truth comes to light, always. With D. Clue Girl, she did the same thing. She said I called her names and that I was talking to her about how I did not think she was a real detective. This is stuff she did. To me, she was claiming that D. Clue Girl was bashing me and calling BBT off the hook. BBT that said that she was getting sick of how D. Clue Girl was calling her and could not get over what happened on the channel. And that was about her saying the R word, okay? It was all lies, but it changed everything. While she would respond to me at first, she seems to believe BBT even without proof that there is none of. I cannot believe the homicide detective in her would not ask for facts. However, BBT is very manipulative and cunning. She did the same thing to Snoop, but see, I didn't know Snoop was her personal friend. And told Snoop I said things as well that are not true. They tried to poison others, but they are not having it. She said that she will show me that everyone does not like me and that she was the glue holding the channel together. She said that everyone was coming to her and bad-mouthing me, and she was defending me. Same thing, ironically, that Moo said. Moo and BBT are more alike than you believe. Same crap. Everybody was going to moo. Everybody was going to moo, the non-mod. She has said everyone will be loyal to her and I'll be standing alone. Ooh, the same thing Moo said. Standing alone on the mountain. Aren't they two peas in a pod? Moo and BBT. Standing alone. She threatened my life on voicemails, not too smart. She told me I was dead and that she was not the right person to mess with. She told me that was a threat and I should call the police. Told me she does not play YouTube games, that she plays real life, sister. She went on and on, leaving this stuff on my voicemails, even calling me stupid and the R word multiple times. It was vile, nasty, and scary. She needs help and she is lucky I had pity on her or a court case, or I would have called the police. She is telling people that I am obsessed with her. This was when I tried to not call the police immediately with the voice. I ended up calling them, but I tried to smooth it over with her, but she didn't, because she told me she had a contentious custody battle, and I, of course, gave her the benefit of the doubt. Leave me alone and go take care of your custody battle. She is telling people that I am obsessed with her, harassing her. I want a restraining order on her, and she's telling people this. It is really sick, and if she does not stop bothering me or threatening me, I will go to the police, which I did, with these recorded threats of hers. Thanks for caring. Okay, so okay, so I will release those voicemails on a video and play them directly from my phone where they are, and go and get all of these emails redacted and put up on Truth Brigade as well. I'll send that all to them and send them my video so they can put it up. I'm sure they'll do that for me. And we'll put that all up there so they can watch that all there. Now, I'll say, anybody have any questions? Come on up. Oh, Lone Wolf is here. Let's see. Leslie Capital. Mommy, why don't you just sue her and be done? That's my question. Because we are in the process of that, but do you understand, number one, how much evidence you have to have? Number two, how much money you need to have? Number three, we are going in to try to, first, defamation is hard. So targeted harassment is the one. Now, every time she tags me and tags me repeatedly, that's all been saved. That's targeted harassment. She said she's suing me and being served. I never got anything. I was served. So did a few other people say that. So if they were suing me and going to serve me, well, let's see what's going on. We're going to law enforcement first, which has slowed things up because law enforcement has to keep checking things. And that's what the first time when I went through with her, with the FBI, which it had to go to because she's in a different state. So there's a lot of factors you don't understand. And where if she was in New York State and made those threats, I could have had her arrested immediately. Then I would have had a criminal, she would have had a criminal charge. At that point, I can get the restraining order against her in the state of New York. That's what has to happen. You can't get the restraining order on someone that's not a family member, that's not someone you're like in a custody battle with. You can't unless they have, if it's a stranger that's doing a threat from another state, there has to be a criminal charge first. Believe me, I've talked to the DA and everything. And then I went to the Victims Association, and the DA's office. She's a paralegal. She helped me with that. We got to the right lawyer. It's more involved than you would ever know. And you have to have all of this evidence. Otherwise, you're going to be spending a lot of money and not having it. So I know what I'm doing and the hoops I have to jump through. I have to get exactly what I need in order to go through this. Yeah. But it's not as easy as you think when someone's in another state. That's not different from a restraining order, Leslie. It's not. Believe me, I've been dealing with this for almost 4 years. I think I know what I'm talking about. They're two different states. You cannot get in New York a protection order. Go ahead and you let me see where you can get one. You cannot. In Massachusetts, where Nicole lives, she could get one against me or anyone else immediately. And it's called an emergency restraining order, temporary restraining order. It's done in an emergency situation. Then it would be served to me. I would have 2 weeks. She would have 2 weeks. She'd have to go into the court and show her proof. I would have to show up or have an attorney show up. Okay? That's what you have to do. Right? Right. Teach your children you shouldn't delete that. You shouldn't delete that. You shouldn't delete that. Hold on a minute, teach your children. Grab a link and come on up. Come on up. Tell me about the music that you made for the children. Tell me about the music you made for the children in the old red barn. Grab a link. Send me an email. Send me an email, teach your children. Because obviously you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Come on. Let's go. Tell me about the music you made for the children. Grab a link. Grab a link. Let's go. Email me and let's go. Get up here and tell me all about that music that you made for the children. No, you won't. Because you know it's all a lie. No, you won't. Let's go. You don't have to show your face. Let's go. It's not a neighbor. She's in another state. You don't understand. If she was in the same state, she would have been arrested for the threat she left me. You don't understand. You don't understand. I'm in New York. She's in Massachusetts. Believe me. Believe me. Hello, Liza.
Hey, Carolyn, how are you?
Okay, let's see. It's very easy if I live in New York. It's not easy. She lives in, it's impossible. But in Massachusetts, it's not. It's very easy. Nicole, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
So if you
Yeah,
want to
it
get a
is.
temporary restraining order, it's extremely easy to go do that, right?
Yes, it is here in Massachusetts, it is. In some states, it's not the same, though. Laws are
No,
different. It depends on
no.
the state you live
There's
in.
certain
you gotta,
states that allow you to do what Nicole can go do. She can go get a temporary restraining order
right, but
by
I would
saying
have to,
she has
right.
these things that, okay, this person's threatening me, this person did this, that, and the other thing. Then she has 2 weeks to bring her evidence to court to see if it will be extended.
Yes, correct. Yeah, it could, and it needs to be, it can be extended, and you have to show 3 incidences of harassment in order to get that extended, or for that to stick in the state of Massachusetts. I can't speak for any other state, but that's where I live, yes.
Easy? Yes, it's very easy. No, she has 2 weeks to show that. 2 weeks to show that. She has to sign her name on the form. I have the form she filled out. She fills out the thing that this person is doing this to this, that, and the other thing to me. You should just go do it. No, you don't, Leslie. You have the 2 weeks to bring the proof. That's what the 2 weeks are. That's why her thing was thrown out. She had no credible evidence. When she went back to court, she had no proof. You're wrong, Leslie. You're wrong. It's your word, Leslie. You put it down and you sign it. I have both copies that she filled out. Both. Because I was served with one. She wrote down what she said were the threats. She has 2 weeks to provide the evidence. That's what the hearing is for. For the person that filed it to present the evidence, for the person that they filed it against to present their side.
Yes, Leslie, you're right. Absolutely, they need proof. Absolutely.
No,
Yes.
but she's saying you need proof to get the temporary. You don't. You need to sign your name and say what happened.
Yeah,
weeks
and then
is
you
when
have
you
2
need to
weeks
have the
for the
proof.
evidence. You have 2 weeks for the evidence.
Mm-hmm. Teach your children, did you take the link yet? Tell me about this old red barn. Tell me about the music you made. Or maybe just tell me you're a big effing liar, because that's exactly what you are. None of that happened. And if it did, you'd be a big person and take a link and come up here. Let your voice be heard for justice. Come on, teach your children. Come on.
What do you mean, Big Red Barn and songs that? I'm a little confused by
It's
that
all
part.
lies. It's slander. It's all that thing that Nana Patty was doing in Pink. Isn't it funny? Trying to accuse Jimmy of being a pedophile. That's what it's about. Pink and Nana Patty. Nana Patty's threats. Right, Nana Patty? Your threats, remember? Your threats because you're reading a book, right? You're reading a book. We did call the police. We have called the police. Do you not listen, Leslie? The FBI deemed her death threats credible. They were sent to the Attorney General. You don't really understand what's going on. It has to go to law enforcement and legal. But we need law enforcement to look at things first. Otherwise, you're going to be spinning your wheels in legal. Don't you understand? No, it's not better to stay quiet. I'll say what I want when I want. I've stayed quiet for almost 4 years.
But they can't stay. It's okay for them not to.
It's okay. Why don't you go over to BBT's and tell her she better stay quiet? Go on, Leslie. Go to Nana Patty, calling my husband a pedophile, insinuating that. Go to Pink about all the pedophile stuff. Go to J May about the pedophile stuff about my husband. Tell them to be quiet, okay? Go to Lisa D, lying about my deceased son, and tell her to be quiet. How do you like that? Leslie, bye-bye. No, you're done. You're done, Leslie. I know exactly where you're coming from. I've been humoring you this long. Bye-bye. Bye, Leslie. And you can't go to Massachusetts and get one yourself. I'm not a resident in Massachusetts, Leslie. But bye now. Hi, Janae. Hi, Leslie Romani. They're always telling us what to do. They never go over there. Of course they don't, because they're their alts. They're hearing their alts. Just like teach your children. Right, Moo? Right, Nana Patty and your alts? Huh? Pink? And your alts talking about what you think you know because you read a book of somebody else at some school, right? And you're trying to equate that to Jimmy. Sorry, that doesn't work. And you're going to get yourself sued. That's right. Calling someone's husband a pedophile, insinuating that he's a pedophile. You're opening up a pretty big can of worms for yourself there, aren't you? Well, I'd like to see you keep going with that one. Remember, Nana Patty, how you threatened me that night? Remember? And then you cried. And then you cried like a little baby. Right? When I called your bluff. They're all the same. Big, bad, and tough. And then they cry like babies. It's all going to come out. It's all going to come out. You better watch out what all doesn't come out. Maybe you're not going to like what all comes out. You want it all to come out so bad, right? Maybe you're going to be the one left there with not liking what all comes out. These people who play these games do not have a life of their own. Oh, they definitely don't have a life of their own. Nope. Definitely not. They stay in front of their computer 24/7 in their bed or in a chair. They don't interact on the outside. They have everything delivered to their house. They don't interact with their family. They don't go outside. Yeah, it's not a good lifestyle in any way, shape, or form. And the mean hate and all of this plotting, this stuff, all of that hatred and everything, that just contorts everything in somebody's body. And they always love to say, oh, they have so much hate. They have so much hate. No, we're the ones that rent the space in your head. You just can't stop thinking about us. We could care less if you would just stop, leave us alone. But you can't. And even then, I told you, I don't hate you because that would only be hurting me. I think what you're doing needs to stop. I think it's disgusting. I think it causes strain and everything else, but you guys are consumed with the hate. And having that inside, find out what hate does to a person. Holding on to all of that and all of that anger that you have. We can react to the things that you're doing because what you're doing is not only illegal, it's morally so wrong, and be upset with that, but then we're going to take action and do whatever action we need to do. Calling the police, calling the lawyer, getting the evidence, getting the videos, sending it off, all of that stuff. Going to be proactive. Not sitting here making video after video or devoting whole channels to going after you or plotting in Zoom meetings as you think that we are and doing all the crap that you're doing and texting to one another and doing all the underhanded crap you did, Nana Patty and Moo, contacting all those people behind the scenes, right? I've seen a lot of that now. Yep. Cuckoo. Thank you. They think you're cuckoo too. But we've seen it all. And more's coming out, right? All about the text, the in-texting, that don't trust that one, don't trust this one. We call this one this one's this one. This one's did that, this one did this. It's all going to come out. It's all going to come out. It always does. Don't you know that about YouTube? It always does. It always does. You hate bonded with people and you thought you could trust them and you shared messages with them and they're sharing their messages with others. And it's all coming out. You don't understand that, right? You just don't get it. You don't get it. It's interesting though. But anyway, well, you know what, Linda? I know that I didn't bring any of this on myself. I know that all I wanted to do is have my channel and do my thing, help people, do what I do. I still continue to do that. I respond very little to them, but I am going to respond over certain things, and I'm going to. I'm going to do my responses whenever I feel like I want to do them and want to address their lies. I will. But I'll do it factually. I won't stoop to low blows. I won't go and attack them on their looks, on their body size, on their spouse or their families or where they live or what that. No, I don't have to. I have facts. But I'm not going to be a doormat. And I have real feelings, and all of this stuff is disgusting and it's hurtful to my family. So I'm going to bring it out there, and I can. Legally, I can. Yes, I can. They're sloppy. They're making a lot of mistakes. They're having a lot of falling outs. People are talking, and that's what's happening. But some people didn't know about it, so the fact that I'm talking is That's what it is. I'm going to talk about it if I want to, and that's going to be what I feel, and it's my prerogative. But thank you all for coming. We'll see you tomorrow. We're going to go back and do Scott Peterson as well. As we're going to do that. I think maybe we'll do that 3 nights a week, maybe like Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays or something like that. And then if there's something I need to address like this, then I'll schedule in like, hi, Scooter, I'll schedule in like an hour or so for that, to address that, and that's fine. And then we have candle making coming up on December 2nd, so please get your candle making kits if you want to work with us. We'll have sales twice a week. We like to support small businesses. We have some other craft stuff coming up. We have a lot of fun field trips. We're going to have a Rosalita, I should be getting my floor cleaner, but we're going to have a Rosalita to the rescue segment where Rosalita is going to come up. She's going to tell me when she can come up. And you're going to bring your toughest tasks, whatever it is, cleaning wise, okay? And then Rosalita is going to tell you what to do to get the stain out or clean something. And then you're going to test it. Hopefully we can test it out live and see if it works. It's going to be fun. Rosalita's got a lot of expertise. And then if you're an expert in an area, let us know. We are going to have expert sessions. So Rosalita is a cleaning expert. Maybe you're an expert in, I don't know, whatever it could be, you know, like maybe car detail. I don't know. And that's cleaning also, but maybe you know little tips and tricks, you know, about winterizing, whatever it is, you know, you come over and tell us and we'll have a good time and take care of that. So, what else? Yeah, okay, the hour of midnight. Keep dreaming. Seems you need to go back to bed. Go back to bed and have your dreams, because that's the only thing. That's the only thing you've got are dreams. So we're going to be doing all that. Rosalita to the rescue, yeah. And whatever else. Like I can't think offhand right now. Oh, makeup. Janae does a lot of makeup, especially for mature women and stuff. Janae has a lot of tips on makeup and stuff, and she was showing in a live, a member live. That's another thing. If you're a member, you're a Patreon, we do those lives. Now that it's like winter, as soon as I think the Christmas rush, we're going to get back to our book clubs, because then we're going to have more time where we're not all rushing around. And we're going to get back to our book clubs. We're going to finish our books and we're going to start new ones. That's going to be members and Patreons. We're also going to have our YouTube nights for Patreons and stuff. And that'll all be good. So, you know, consider being a member. And then members, you're able to come up and sell. Like people were saying, they have stuff to sell. Bucky Ann. Come up and sell. You have something to sell. You saw Lacey do it for the first time tonight. She was a little scared, but she is so thankful that she came, you know, do that. So that's great now. And wonderful. That's a wonderful thing. That's supporting small business. Let's do it. Let's help people in this community and buy things about, oh my gosh, I would love the best makeup for, yeah. Janae knows a lot about that, Rosalita. She knows a lot. And so, and I think she'll do it. But she's definitely on the members, and you're a member, Rosalita, so you should check in on the member Zooms more, okay? Check in. And anyway, we do movie nights. We do all kinds of things in the member Zoom. And the member Zooms and the Patreon Zooms, they run 24/7. So if you just have, like, I don't know, some people get anxious. Some people just want to talk to someone. Some people are alone. And, you know, come on in, come on in, come on in. Oh, April, yeah. You know, we were just watching a video of her last night. Hey to Scooter, thank Best Community on YouTube. Thank you for being a Sergeant Rambler for 34 months. But we have a lot of stuff that we want to do, and we have a lot of crafting panels and a lot of fun stuff. We don't want to deal with this stuff. That's why we're trying just to get it out of the way. People, go on and get a life. Go on and get a freaking life. Why don't you show everybody you're such a creator and create content that's not based on me? How about that? And that's too scary because you know you can't do it. So anyway, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you so much for your continued support. We'll see you tomorrow. And I'm going to start a new Zoom up. And so I'm going to do that right now while we're still live. It'll take a second, but I'm still here. There we go. I'm still here. And now I'll get the people in. Okay, let me do that. Members or Patreons, come on in. You're the next contestant. The price is right. Bink has a dog named Bob Barker. Bob Barker. Hold on a minute. This is for members only. Post. And let's do the Patreon post. Let me see here. I'm trying to put the post in here. Oh, here's something. Hold on.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, Janae Ann. Wow, thank you. Thank you so much, Janae. I appreciate that very much. Thank you, Janae. That's very sweet. Let's see. Let's make you a co-host. I still have to put still putting the Patreon one. I still have to put it in Slack. I'll do that real fast. Okay. Oh, Sharon. Where the heck is the Patreon? Here it is. Okay. Create. Let's see. Text. Hi, Liza.
Hello.
Hi, Sharon. We're almost off. Hold on, I have to. Okay, I'm gonna end this now. I'm gonna finish with post is live. Okay, that's live and then it's all live. All right, so we'll see you guys. Let me see where the chat is. Got to get to the end stream thing. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for coming. Bye now.
Bye.
Bye.